On Monday, we discussed a number of appointments in your estate plan. One of these appointments is an executor. So, what is an executor? An executor is a person named in your will to undertake a number of tasks, a large number of tasks. 1, they organise your funeral. 2, they find out what assets and liabilities you own. And for this purpose, they may talk with your accountant or financial planner. 3, for each asset and liability, they find out the value or balance and how it's owned, i.e. joint tenants, tenants in common, or absolutely. 4, they review your will and find out what gifts you'd like to make to certain beneficiaries. They may also need to apply for probate at this point in time. Also, they will need to contact Centrelink, Medicare, lodge your last tax return, and once probate is granted, they then review your will and distribute the assets from the deceased's name to a beneficiary's name. So, for example, they'll talk to Landgate and they'll transfer the asset, the property, from the deceased's name to a beneficiary's name. They may need to attend the Department of Transport, which is what I did today, to transfer any motor vehicles from the deceased's name to a beneficiary's name. They may need to also attend the bank and transfer a bank account balance from the deceased's name to a beneficiary's name, and so forth. They also pay off any debts, so they need to talk with your mortgagee and find out how much is outstanding on any mortgages. They also speak with your superannuation fund and get any binding death benefit nominations affected. There's a whole bunch of things they need to do, while at the same time speaking with grieving beneficiaries, which may include a spouse, child, grandchildren, etc. It's a big job. The process generally takes, from death to probate to closing off the estate, or winding up the estate, which means closing off all accounts and all assets are being transferred from the deceased to the beneficiaries, could take between 1 and 2 years. So it's a long time to be involved as an executor of one's estate. So when clients see me, they ask, who shall I appoint? It's such a big, daunting job. My go-to answer: choose a person who gets things done. You know that mate that organises the barbecue with your friends, sends out the invites, buys the groceries, chooses the location, follows up on RSVPs, gets things done? That would be an ideal person. This person should not be a procrastinator. This person has an obligation to the beneficiaries to turn this estate around as efficiently as possible. So you want a doer, a go-getter. You also want to appoint someone who's willing to be an executor, someone who's going to be a champion and a fighter for your estate, i.e., if anyone makes a claim on your estate, family provision claim, then it's your executor who will fight that claim in court. So you need a fighter. They also have to have a willingness to seek advice, because when you're dealing with assets, you might be dealing with capital gains tax, you might be dealing with stamp duty, you might be dealing with pension issues, etc. So it's a good idea for that person to seek advice. Also seek a lawyer's advice if it will make the process so much easier for the executor. So you want your executor to be organised. Someone who's willing to, get a checklist to make sure things are done. Also someone who's willing to be on the phone for a long time with the ATO or with Centrelink or with Department of Transport. You also want your executor to live where you live, because if they are responsible for protecting your assets during administration, i.e. protecting your home or any investment properties, you want them to be able to get the key and open the door, have the lawns mowed, have cleaners in, and protect your assets. Now, if you have children, you pass away and they are young, they're minors, they will inherit, or they may inherit money. And if they do inherit money, your executor will be the trustee of their trust accounts. This executor will be trustee of their accounts until they are legally 18. Or if you choose a higher age, an older age, they will be trustee until that child is, say, 25. That's a very long time. So the executor needs to have a good relationship with that child and that child's guardian, because they are protecting and managing their inheritance. So that's it for me for now. If there are any questions regarding executorship, give us a buzz. Generally, we prefer one executor at a time. So you have one executor as your primary, and your backup executor, you have one executor at that level as well. So looking forward to speaking to you on Monday, and we'll talk about guardianship. That's guardians of minor children. Have a good day. Bye.